So good evening, you all. Welcome back. Round 8 from Race Spec F1 Esports. Austrian GP this time. Alex Pato here with me in the commentary box on Tovarlo.
Hi everyone.
And good track, short one. We're gonna see a really close qualifying, and let's see what the weather holds us for us. We're gonna first get into an onboard of the track as soon as the session starts, and we're gonna see if the weather is gonna be good or not. Looking forward to this one. What about you?
Well, I think this track also in real life has given us some of the best racing of the year. So I don't necessarily think we're going to see anything different this time around in our virtual world. As you said, meanwhile it's raining
Yes.
again. And as you said, it's going to be very, very close. In the rain, the gaps are going to become a little bit bigger, as usual. But I don't think we'll see that much of a difference from P1 to P5. Maybe
Nice.
even better.
In the meantime, I get the news from the drivers that the race is gonna be wet midway, so
Ho, ho,
we're gonna
ho.
have a dry start, and then I think the weather is gonna develop into a rainy race. But let's go through the track and get some facts and data about the Zeltweg, ex-Zeltweg track.
So, of course, the track is located in Spielberg in Austria. For the first time it was used, this iteration of the track was 1997. It's a 4.3 kilometers track with the lap record that has been done all in pole in qualifying is a 1:2.9 done by Valtteri Bottas this year. However, the lap record is still held by Kimi Räikkönen as in 2018 at a 1:06.9. Meanwhile, the first cars are heading for the track, and everyone is on intermediate tires.
Yes, yes they are, and let's go through the telemetry, lap data, and track map as well. And yes, everyone is on inters. The track is not dry to get the slicks already. Let's see if the end of qualifying will hold us a pair of minutes or stuff like this for a dry track as it happened in France. But in the meantime, let's go through the track with Lib now, and yeah, let's watch onboard lap of the circuit, and then let's go through the quali.
Okay, now we are already out of turn 3. This is going to be one of the best overtaking opportunity of the entire race because you arrive at over 330 kilometers an hour, heavy braking zone, down 5 gears for third gear. You exit at around 140 kilometers an hour. It's very easy to lose control of the car, especially in these conditions. Then it's turn 5, very quick left corner. Then you stay as much as possible on the curves, but beware of track limits. Turn 6, once again, you have to try to be extremely as aggressive as possible. Now, in the meantime, Libenow is taking space from the Ferrari up in front because, of course, he doesn't want any dirty air. Dirty air in the third sector is very, very strong. However, if you are in a DRS train, you're going to become really, really fast. So, maybe not in qualifying because, of course, it rains, so the DRS is not going to be activated. But in the race, we're definitely going to see a lot of trains. Now, let's follow his quick lap. Turn 1, down 5 gears for in third gear. Then 6th, 7th, all the way up to 8th. He's going to reach 320 kilometers an hour almost for what is the heaviest braking zone of the entire track. Down 6th gear for second. Less than 100 kilometers an hour. Then over here is very hard to not lose traction. Now, the drivers going to have traction control, are going to have a massive advantage there compared to the guys who are not going to use it. However, it could be very tricky considering that they may be super overconfident and they may lose the car because there's a massive bump out of the exit of turn 3, so watch out for that bump. Otherwise, you could find yourself 180 degrees backwards. Now, Libenow now finishes the second sector. Is going to arrive at the last couple of corners. The Ferraris ahead of him should not interfere too much with his lap. The lap, as of right now, still hasn't been invalidated, so it's been a clean lap. Let's see if he's also a fast lap. 113.3 to beat a 112.3, a full second faster than the Ferrari. Now it's just relatively 5/10 quicker than P2, Tool M8. Up to you, man.
Yes, it is already a really good lap. It's all about confidence in this track, especially in wet conditions. As you said, turn 3 is a really tricky point. It's already tricky in dry conditions to get the power into the car, and in the wet there's this bump which really doesn't suit the car very well. You can really lose the rear quite easily, and Liebenau is found confidence straight away, which is a good sign.
Yes.
In the meantime, there's Too Late on the AlphaTauri on P2, the Z guy in P3, and then Rogue Flash and Ryan top 5 at the moment. There's some people, I think traffic is gonna be a huge factor right now, because 18 people, we almost have a full grid right now. Good job, guys, and let's hope for a good race. I mean, usually track limits are not so severe in wet conditions compared to the dry conditions, but still there's gonna be a lot of people getting a lot of penalties in this track, because you tend to be the car tends to be to go wide, especially if you are behind someone. And so if you go with all of 4 wheels over the curbs, you get warning quite easily, especially out of turn 1 and in the last corner, especially where you want to put all the power down to the end of the lap, and sometimes you can even go wide and touch the curb. In the meantime, the Z guy improves his lap time and he goes second for a 112.5. And people are starting to get into the 12s, as Libnau did from the beginning. And it's quite a busy track right now. I see only 5 people in the pits, so watch for the guys around you guys, and let's see if this time is gonna be the pole or not. Libnau in the meantime has gone out. I think he lost the car, and then let's see if someone is in a hot lap. Yeah, Semzeg in P4 right now is in a hot lap, and he is 2 temps behind, 2 temps down his 4th place time. And there's a yellow flag in sector 2, but depends on traffic. All good, all regular. And in the meantime, Semzegi closes his lap, and it's gonna be a good one, and he goes 3rd. He improves by 1 temp, or 2 temps, and he goes into P3.
Now, I think the lap time is becoming better and better. Could be 2 reasons. Could be the fact that the drivers have put a lot of fuel inside their cars to get used to the track, and so now that the car is getting lighter, of course, the lap times are becoming smaller and smaller. Or is it because the track is getting better? So we may indeed see by the end of the qualifying session the track to be dry enough for slick tires. But as you said, if what the drivers have told us is indeed true, and we'll have a rain race, a race that will become rainy in the midterm of the race, some people may actually want to start on mediums rather than softs, just to be 100% sure that whenever the rain is gonna hit, they would still have the right tire and not have pitted already for another set of slick tires. So yet another factor to consider for this qualifying session.
Yes, we do. Let's remember wet quali, so no DRS, and I think some teammates are trying to get the slipstream in sector 1, to be honest, but let's see if it pays off, because then if the car doesn't move away, the car in front doesn't move away, it's gonna be really hard to get the power down in turn 3. And in the meantime, SFAS gets P2 on the other AlphaTauri on a 112.5, And yeah, the top 5 is really close for each other. We are missing the championship leader, by the way, which is not racing today, and which is Ellis. So it's a really good race where all the contenders can really like shorten the gap in the championship and see how it goes. And PRT Kubica on the Alfa Romeo gets a 1:12.4 in its provisional P2.
In the meantime, sorry Ale, Tulem 8 has done a purple sector 2, so we may as well see a change in the lead. Let's see. Close the lap.
Crosses the line, and it's just 1/10 away.
Ooh, very, very close.
Let's see if someone of the other drivers is in a hot lap. Lib now is starting his lap right now. Too late as well. And Strauss P is in a lap. And Tommy. Let's see. Kroka is in the pits. Let's follow Lib now, which is 100. Is one. He almost lost the car. Wow.
Almost lost the control car. That's exactly what we said earlier. So watch out for that bump, because you may be overconfident, and just like Liba now is done, you may lose control of the car, but he's been very good at handling and saving himself from crashing inside the wall. But however, his lap time is now completely ruined. But however, if I can see correctly, on his dashboard he still has almost 3 laps worth of fuel, so he can still go for yet another run, or maybe 2 fast laps. In the meantime, Tulem 8, 1:12.1 provisional pole position for the AlphaTauri guy.
Yes, purple sector 1, purple sector 2, just a green in sector 3, so some room to improve as well. But for now it's provisional pole. 6 minutes to go.
Libanau has started yet another fast lap. Let's see if he is improving or not into the first sector. He's 0.07 of a second quicker than his fastest lap. Let's see, however, if he would be more than 0.2 faster. Oh, and he loses control again of his car, but this time he keeps on going. And the Z guy gets P2 for 30,000ths of a second ahead of the Haas driver.
Yes, he does. Still raining, so I don't see a dry track in the end of quali coming. And let's follow him right now, because
it's slower in sector 2, 58,000 of a second slower than his fastest lap, so he lost more than a 10th compared to his first sector. Let's see if he can improve in the last one. He has to be extremely aggressive, but at the same time he has to keep it away from the white lines. That's exactly what he does. Let's see, however, if he's actually also fast. Is a 1:12.0. What a third sector by the Haas driver. Incredible.
Yes. He doesn't have fear to get his lap invalidated, isn't he?
And he's still going, by the way. He's still going right now.
Yeah, he knows he's 2 times away in the first sector, so I think he's gonna, he slows down. And as you said, no DRS, and especially free choice of tires for the start. And let's see which is the best one. It depends on what time the rain is gonna hit, and some people will go for the softs and trying to hope for an early pit stop to switch directly to inters, and while others will go the long way and try to go with mediums. Even they don't have an advantage in terms of pace in the first part of the race. I think if the rain hits from lap 15 on, I think the guys on mediums are gonna get an advantage.
But now, Ale, I'm gonna ask you a question. Now, we know that there are only 4 sets of intermediate tires available for a race weekend. If the drivers are now using all 3 sets, it means that they would have only 1 set fresh available for the race. And what if the tire wear is so severe that the drivers have to must pit twice with intermediate tires? what would then happen? So it's yet another key factor to take in consideration when deciding whether they should go out or not with a new or used set of tires, because we know that the intermediate tires is a tire that if you do 1 lap or 5 laps with that, the difference is going to be maybe a tenth of a second, which in this track is a lot. But let's face it, maybe it's now worth it to consume a completely brand new set of inters. So, in the meantime,
Yeah.
sorry, Libenau on our screen was it said that it was out on soft tires, which I would have been kind of interesting.
Ambitious to say the least.
Yes, as I was saying, so we have so many things to watch out for the start of the race. Who's gonna put mediums? Who's gonna gamble on softs? Who has used all 3 set of inters? Who has used only 2? Or maybe there's gonna be definitely people who have only used 1 set of intermediates. These are all factors that we need to take in consideration, of all things that can well and truly change completely the race. And
yes.
This is turning up to be a fantastic race once again.
Yes, strategy is
out
going
again,
to be.
by the way, on new set of inters.
In the meantime, there's Strauss P in P7 and Rockflash in Strauss P in P6 and Rockflash in P7 who are doing their fast lap, and Rockflash is 1/10 behind. Down is fastest lap. He goes to the line, he crosses it, and it's P4 1:12.4.
Yeah, not a bad lap.
as you said, Rockflash, for example, is just using this set of intermediates because he made 4 laps with it. So there's some people who wanna keep a set of inters which is gonna be completely fresh, especially because in the traction zones the inters tend to lose a lot of grip, and maybe if it's gonna be more than half of the race, which is gonna be wet, I think new tires are gonna be really important. Let's see.
But Ale, look at now who's P1. SFAS17 112.0 unused set of inters. Therefore, 2 things: he's either having a blistering pace or the track is getting drier.
Yes. Let's see, because for now it's still raining, and I think SF just tried to make 3 fast laps just to see where he can push to the limit, and now he has done it. There's a yellow flag.
And Libenau has been completely held by one of the Renaults. I think it's Strauss. Wow, and he's lost it. He's now lost his opportunity to do yet another fast lap. Sorry, I had to interrupt you. I don't know if you will have enough time to do another fast lap. He definitely has the fuel. He has 2 laps worth of fuel. 39 seconds to go. He should be good to go to do another lap, but that wasn't impeding. I don't know if Strauss has maybe retired and that was the AI doing.
No, Strauss P is still going on.
Problems?
He needs to. He crosses the line right now for his last fast lap, and in the meantime there was PRT Kubica just. I don't know if you saw that. He crashed in the last corner.
Oh,
so
no.
yeah, so an Alfa Romeo that hit the barriers basically. In the meantime, 13 spectators. Thanks, guys.
Now I don't necessarily know if it was Strauss or Stacanzi. It was definitely one of the Renaults. I don't think it's Strauss, so apologies to him. I'm pretty sure it was Stacanzi, unless there was a glitch on my screen, which is something that could be possible. But now Libenau is as free track, so let's see if he's improving. But SF improves 111.7. Wow. With old tires too. Not bad at all. However, Libenau 3/10 faster in Sector 2. Let's see if it will be enough for pole position, or if the pole will be of the AlphaTauri driver. Last corner. Let's see. Down to 3rd, 4th, fifth, sixth. Let's see. Is a 1:11.741. And just for 35 thousandths of a second, he's P2. What a qualifying session.
Yes, it's gonna be a close one. Let's remember Libnau just made his debut last race in France, and he has a kind of clean sheet, basically. First race, first win. And for now, it's really looking good for him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he actually loves rain, because also in France we had a wet race and he won. Now wet qualifying and he finishes P2. So let's see. He will definitely be one of the one to watch for this race.
For now, so Ace, SF, Libnau, and Too Late. Yeah, I think the track improved a bit in the end of quali because.
Yeah, because everyone improved their lap time, so that's a clear factor of the track becoming drier. However, let's see what will be the choice of tires of our drivers, because it can change a lot. Whether you're starting on mediums or on softs, we have ditched. We've excluded the use of the hard tire because it's really slow, and unless it's gonna rain at the end, I really don't see people starting on hards. Also because maybe going 2 stops would be faster than just sticking with the hard, because we know how easy it is to overtake around this track compared to others. For example, I don't know, Monaco or Singapore. But it's not as easy as you may think. There are 3 DRS zones, but the traction zones are really hard to master. Therefore, let's not expect to have 20 overtakes per lap. But I'm pretty sure that all the overtakes we will see, they will be pretty good. There won't be the very bad overtakes, the DRS overtakes that we will see maybe in Abu Dhabi or in Baku or in Sochi, where there is a massive straight and the overtake is completed way before the corner. So they're always going to be really good overtakes. In the meantime, the formation lap has started, and let's see if the game allows us to check whether which driver has which tire. So everyone is on softs with the exception of Rogue Flash, Strauss, OWR Valts, Viking, and Colperdox, which are starting on mediums. Therefore, very interesting to see what will happen with the rain.
Yes, let's see what happens, because I mean, in France we saw the same thing. We saw some people going for mediums rather than softs, and I think the guys on mediums had the advantage. But in this track, tire deck is not similar to France, because in France tires can last. If you go far away, you can still have them for like 9 or 10 laps. In this case, the softs really can go up to lap 15, if not 18, so half of the race. They're gonna be super worn, but at least you can save a lot of time by not stopping. And let's see what Rogue Flash and Strauss P have to deal with, especially with the start. It's gonna be a really tricky one, because of course they have a lot of guys on softs behind, which are gonna have a getaway, which is gonna be 80% of the times better than theirs. But top 4 is on softs, so we're gonna see the start, and the cars are rounding up right now, getting into the spots and waiting for the yellow flags to go.
Ale, quick question before we start. Are we gonna see crashes into turn 1? Yes or no?
I don't wanna be like the one who gets bad luck to the drivers, but it's gonna be hard. So I'd say yes, but let's hope not. So it's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Cars are ready to go. and it slides out and away we go. SF gets a really good start, leaving now in P2. What a start by the Z guy! He gets on the inside, then he goes into P2. What a move! And
wow, and it's also a clean start. Who would have said that?
nice guys, nice one. A lot of people going around slipstreaming into turn 13. Let's see how the pack goes down. A Red Bull goes wide, but I see everything is clear right now. No yellow flags. Well done.
Liebenau has lost 2 positions. Now he's side by side with his teammate, and Jazzy 19 gets P3, but Liebenau is not letting him go. Yes, he does at the end, but in the meantime, good start by Rogue Flash.
Yes.
Oh, there's a Ferrari out. Is Ryan? Ryan is out on the track.
I think he doesn't have damage. Let's see on the other side of the car if he has damage, but I think he just lost it, or maybe he had contact with someone. No, it doesn't seem to. Oh yeah, he has some damage on his front wing.
Oh, and in the meantime, there's a. Oh no! Once again, I'm sorry guys. It's the it's the game that showed to have the Z guy that it crashed. In the meantime, it wasn't, of course. But so sorry guys for the interruption. Sorry, man.
No problem. Now the positions are gonna be set again. SF is in P1. Yes, he is. Followed by the Z guy. King Kiski in the meantime in the other Rebel has already pitted. Ryan is in P2 for the game, for the lobby, but he's not. Let's hope they fix it, because I don't see. Okay, then AlphaTauri, Red Bull, which is good for them because it's a Red Bull owned track. Let's remember this. And so Helmut Marko should be happy about this.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't sack any of the drivers.
Yeah, true. And I think it's gonna be, now it's lap 3 already, DRS enabled. SF is already safe right now compared to the Z guy,
yes,
but Jay-Z...
watch out to Sam's G. He's gonna go down the inside, maybe turn 1 to Rock Flash, because Rock Flash is on mediums. Let's not forget that. He'll definitely have a very good run into turn 3. Let's see if he has, they both have DRS, however.
Oh, and there's an Alpha.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, there's an Alfa Romeo spun. PRT
PRT
Kubica has lost it. PRT Kubica lost it in the exit of turn 1. And Jay-Z is going for it. DRS open. Gets the move done. P2
wow.
On the outside. I think the Z guy just didn't waste a lot of battery. And let's go for the telemetry of the guys as well, so we can understand when a driver is pushing and when not. And there's a yellow flag in sector 3, but I think Ryan retired. Yes, he has.
Yes, he has. Well, actually, the Z guy has used a lot of his ERS. Jay-Z instead is on almost 90% of his ERS. Therefore, he has a very good pace, and now he has to try to catch SF, which basically has the same battery energy as he has. But now the Z guy is very close. He'll definitely gonna try and dive bomb him into turn 3. They're side by side. Let's see
wants his
who
P2
can
back.
sneak it, and the Z guy closes the overtake. In the meantime, there is yet another yellow flag. PRT Kubica again.
No, it was a yellow flag because I think Ryan's car glitched. PRT
okay.
Kubica is now in the pits. And and Liebenau has lost it. Understeering in turn 5. From we broken. He was so close, Cron Up guy to crash on him. Oh my god, that was close. In the meantime, the McLarens are looking good, no? Gaining 4 or 5 positions.
Ale, we are missing something. There is an 18th participant to this race. Rain has arrived.
Oh my god.
So what should Liebenau do now? Pit for slick tires, or turn chicken S into the chicken salad, and maybe switch to Inters.
Let's see how it does. Okay, let's follow his pit stop. He has nothing to lose, so I think I would go for Inters, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Especially
if there's a safety car, you go
exactly,
back.
exactly. You can close the gap. Yes, he does
And they
go.
are intermediate tires, so he gambles. Good
Yeah,
idea by the Haas driver.
I think all the drivers will look now at Liebenau's pace, or at least they will try to look at Liebenau's pace, just to see if for now it's faster or not. Oh, and there's called Paradox lost. No, who is it? There's an Alpha which is out of the track. Ah, it's Piotr Kubica which is already lapped. Yeah,
Completely lost the front wing, by the way.
yes he has. And I think DRS is still enabled, isn't it?
It should be, yeah. I haven't seen any indication. Now I'm gonna follow Liebenau for the time being, and I'll update you on the if he's
Okay.
quick or not.
Yeah, some people going into the pits already. Piotr Kubica is, yeah, he's just gone into the pits again.
Rogue Flash on intermediates. Wow.
Yes, Strasby as well. And OWR backslagging on the Williams as well. Stagansi. DRS disabled right now. So maybe it was a good call.
Well, maybe, as I said, some things happen, and you are saying why this has happened to me. But for sure, Liebenau has lost a lot of time in changing the front wing and stuff. But he now is on the right tire and is only 2 seconds away from Stakanzi, and he's ahead of Kingiski. So, I mean, it's bad, but not that bad. In the meantime, Dylan 2007.
Oh,
I
and
think
Tommy
has
has
lost
lost
control.
it.
Yes. Will
And
it be a
Dylan as
safety
well.
car?
Don't
No,
see.
I don't
No, I don't
see
see a
it.
safety
No.
car coming. In the meantime, there's Kronop guy who started in P14 and right now in lap 7 he's in
Oh, this guy
P6.
5 seconds. 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. I'm just looking for the difference in terms of start position and position right now. And yeah, everyone is on inters right now. As ASF goes out right now from the pits, the Z guy, JZ, no one has stayed on softs. So all the pack is now on inters.
Yes. It's actually Rogue Flash was trying to do the undercut, but I think he got also actually overcutted by the guys in front because he's behind Samsgene right now. I don't know if he got overtaken by him and we missed it, but it could have been a great strategy call starting on mediums, and in the end it didn't pay off.
Yeah, I don't see any battles right now. There's a kind of a gap between every driver. So yeah, of course, with the rain, the fact that there's no DRS is gonna get the gaps a bit wider. Because if you are in the DRS train in this race, you can really get stuck to the from a car which is in front of you and like can stay in that 1 second window. But in the wet, it doesn't make sense, to be honest. So I think the drivers will get a gap and try to get less penalties as possible. And in the meantime, yeah, ASF looking good with 90% of battery as well. The Z guy as well.
In the meantime, Marco, Tulemate is on OWR Shumi, and
Oh, yes,
Cole
he
Products is very close. He may try to go for a move into turn 1. He has a lot of ERS. We want to say that ERS recovery in the wet is way easier than in the dry. Therefore, the drivers can use a little bit more of energy. But watch out, because if you use too much energy, you may have a massive wheel spin and lose control of the car under traction. In the meantime, Tulemate up the inside into turn 3, and he closes the overtake. Very clean one. Good job by the AlphaTauri guy. Absolutely fantastic.
Really good job in braking. I thought he braked a bit too late, but he didn't. Daniel Ricciardo move.
It was perfect.
Yes, AlphaTauri looking good, and I think Tool 8 just lost. I don't know what happened to him, because he started in P3, right?
Yes, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, he's
shame.
lost 7 positions. for
It's a
now.
shame because he has pace. He has already given a full second to the Williams behind him, and he's now trying to catch up the Ferrari in front. So, that's a shame.
Yeah, 6 positions gained by Jay-Z, 7 positions by Semzagi, and 7 positions gained by Cronop Guy. In the meantime, those are the drivers who have gained the most from the start sequence and the weather change. And there's Semzagi who's getting closer to Jay-Z right now, and he's going for it for the podium positions. This is for P3.
In the
And
meantime, Jay-Z's teammate Liebenau he has catched up to the Williams driver, but made a big mistake in turn 3. He actually hit the back of the Williams drivers. Hopefully, he doesn't have any front wing damage, but however, had a very bad exit out of the corner. Could have been some space for an overtake, but nope. In the meantime,
yeah,
3-second penalty to both SF and JZ19. So you said it before in qualifying. Watch out for the track limits because it's very easy for a driver to get a penalty. So yes, SF is first and has a 3-second lead over the Z guy, but we don't know how many seconds of penalty he has. So he could have 9 seconds, 12 seconds. He could go from first to 10th in a span of a second.
yes.
So, even though on track it doesn't seem like it's happening a lot, it's actually happening a lot. A lot.
Yes, it is. And so, yeah, the leaders. So basically, now the Z guy, I think he has 3-second penalty as well. So I think the gaps between the top 3 is like the same as we see it right now. I don't know if Sam has a penalty, but he's really going for it. Looks good.
Tula passes the Ferrari in the meantime.
Yes, he does. I think he did it out of turn 4.
Now he did it basically immediately after the exit of turn 3. He's having a blast of a race. He has already given a full second on the Ferrari, so watch out for him because he has a blistering pace.
Yeah, and now there's a train of 3 cars right now with Cole Paradox on the Ferrari struggling, and OWR Schumi and Liebenau are getting closer and closer. So let's see what happens in this 3-car train, because Toolmate is going away, he's pulling down, and yeah, he's pulling away. But Liebenau is showing some pace. He really wants to get past these guys. Oh, a kind of a mistake from OWR Schumi, and Liebenau can take advantage of it. He's in the slipstream. Maybe he wants to get a move. He goes on the inside. He tries it. No. They give each other space. Well done. And yes, Liebenau is only struggling in turn 3. He has a great pace, but it's just kind of needs to settle the car down in turn 3. Otherwise, all this advantage of pace is going to be useless.
But now, Marco, we have said it in qualifying. We have 25 laps ahead of the race. Will we see another pit stop?
Oh,
that's a big question.
Yeah, that's a really big question. Let's see what the weather does, because it can even dry up. You know.
Yes, it does. It could.
We saw in France that the drivers were like in chaos because they had no idea what to do at some point. So let's see, because as you said, it's just 1/3 of the race which is gone, and there's.
Oh, it's Samsung on the inside.
It does.
What a move! What a move!
P3 for the Alfa Romeo. Nice
yes,
one.
But I don't understand why Jay-Z didn't use his Urs. Like, Sam doesn't have any left, and Jay-Z has over 90%. Well, why aren't you using it?
Maybe he didn't see that coming. I don't know.
Could be. Because Sam really went for it. He did a fantastic move.
And yeah, Jay-Z is now using his overtake because, of course, he wants to get past again. And yeah, OWR Schumi is still behind Cole Paradox. Liebenau has taken some space. Maybe he's losing a lot of time in the traction zones. Let's see what Jay-Z can do right now, because Sam as
Oh,
a...
guys, I don't know if you can see it on screen, but it says window open for wet tires. And as we can see, the track is now completely
Wow,
flooded.
it's dump.
Wow. And we see some guys already pitting, like Strauss. Strauss is pitted for wet tires. Great strategy call by the Renault driver.
Oh my god, this is gonna be... Yeah, these tier 3 races are really amaze us every single
Yes.
time. And
And a lot
let's...
of drivers are now pitting. But now, I'm asking you this question. What if in 5 laps the track dries up? Will we see some guys staying on intermediates? That's
Yeah,
another
let's
big
see who
question.
gambles. Let's see who gambles. I don't know what... I mean, I don't even know what gambling means in this context, to be honest. Is gambling pitting for wets, or is it just staying out?
I think
Yeah,
it's staying out as of right now.
yeah. Let's see what ASF is doing right now. Yeah, if the leader pits, then I think everyone is gonna pit. Yes, they do.
I would stay, if I was in Rogue Flash or Cone Up Guy, I would stay out. I would stay out if, of course, I have the feeling that the track may drying up. Because you lose 20 seconds. It's a yellow flag in the meantime.
All good.
No, it's all good now. Strauss is having a good pace. He just overtook OWR Shumi. So definitely the wets are the tires to be on.
Yeah, and Shospi
everyone
is
is
getting
pitted,
a
by the way.
super undercut. I think
Let's see.
he's gonna get close to Rogue Flash because he's really close. Yes, he is.
Yes, he does. Amazing strategy call by the Renault driver.
Yeah, you saw that. You just said that, and OWR Shumi is out still on Inters. So, and Libanos,
Liebenau retired.
there's a safety car. There's a car which is on track, so I think. Oh, and Strasby has lost it as well. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. This is...
OWR Shumi gets back the position.
And let's see if Grown Up Guy can overtake him. He doesn't go for a move, wise one. But Strasby is gonna have really...
He's gonna be mad. He's gonna be really mad now.
Wow, yeah, he made it all good, like in terms of timing and stuff. He made the right move to pit a lap earlier. Wow, it's raining a lot.
Yes. Usually it says that when it raining pours in Malaysia, but
Yeah.
it seems to be in Kuala Lumpur right now, not in Spielberg. And OWR Shumi is staying out. He's staying out. He has some balls. He has some balls.
He really does, yeah.
But
Little off topic.
Strauss has gained 3 seconds on him in just one lap. Wow.
Wow, and Chronovka is gonna overtake him as well, and yeah, OWR is really going on ice. And Vox Viking, I think, is gonna overtake him. Yeah, little off topic, Sepang, we miss you.
Yes.
Let's hope in the future the Malaysian truck is gonna get back to the calendar. And
Petronas, spend some more money, please.
yeah. And yes, OWR Shumi is really losing it. I mean, he really needs the rain to stop in like 2 or 3 laps time. Otherwise, he's gonna end up last.
Yes.
And the Z guy is behind Jay-Z. He cannot see anything. Like, if you're behind the car right now, the water just gets into the helmet and in the camera, and you cannot see anything.
And watch out for track limits as well.
Yes. Wow, this truck is not so tricky like in the dry, but in the wet it's super hard.
In the meantime, Tulem 8 has done an incredible move on Call Products out of turn 7, I think.
Oh.
What a move it was that on the inside of that corner, on the outside of that corner. It's incredible.
And he's now in P10, and he's gonna get OWR in, I think, 2 seconds time, because OWR is really, I mean, he doesn't pit because he hopes for the rain to stop or at least to ease up, But the thing is, he has an 8 laps intermediates, which are gonna get worn at some point.
Yes.
So it doesn't even have the advantage of pace in terms of race conditions. In fact, too late right now overtakes him quite easily.
Yeah, he's gonna have to pit regardless.
Yes, exactly.
For a new set of intermediates, but he's now just awaiting that, because if he does, then it will be just a couple of laps if the rain is gonna stop before he has to switch back to intermediates. So the gamble didn't pay off, my friend.
Yep. And
unless, of course, there's a safety car.
yes, of
In
course.
that case, he could gamble again and put on Inters.
And the Z guy is a 1/10 away from Jay-Z, and yeah, maybe. Oof. No, he doesn't go for a move. He just goes on the inside just to let Jay-Z know, okay, I'm here. Let's
There's
see
a
if
yellow flag in the meantime. It's Tommy who has spun in the pit
corner.
straight. Will it be a safety car? No, I don't think so, because he has restarted. There could be some debris, however.
Oh, and Cormac guy has overtaken Strauss P. For now, it's P6 for the McLaren driver. And
So
another yellow flag in
again.
sector 3. Which is, no, all good. Yes, Strasby is really struggling.
It's SF. SF made a mistake. He had a 6-second lead over Sam, and he just now has a 2-second lead now.
Uh-oh.
What is happening?
Yeah. The wet can really catch you out. It's
Rogue
only a
Flash
moment.
on Jay-Z. Rogue Flash on Jay-Z. And he doesn't move. I think Jay-Z has a front wing damage. I think he has front wing damage.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. And Rogue Flash.
Oh,
Oh,
control
no!
the car!
Okay.
Oh, no.
Now he definitely
what an
has
amazing
win.
race.
And Kronopka is gonna...
Oh, and he's retired. He has retired from this race. Will it be a safety car? Will it be a safety car? Will he throw yet another variable into the mix?
I
don't think so.
No.
But come on, Michael Masi, come on. Bring it out.
Okay, half of the race, and it's already, we can say, an eventful one.
Yes, absolutely. Already 4 retirements. The two Haas, one Ferrari and one Alfa Romeo. So we just have 2 Ferrari-powered cars.
Wow, yeah, what a bad weekend for...
Yes, and one of them is Sam, who's catching up on SF, and we don't know, as I said, we don't know how many penalties all the drivers have.
Yes, we're gonna go through the penalties, maybe at lap 30, just before the end of the race, just to see the top 3 or the top 4. And yeah, tidy race in the meantime for Cronop guy, P5, and I think he is for now the driver of the day because he got the most positions. Ah no, it's Sam actually. I mean, it's both of them to be honest, because Cronop guy started in P14 and Sam in P11, so basically 9 positions each. Really good job, guys, and I don't think the rain is getting lighter.
Any lighter? No. And OWR Volkswagen is studying the movements of the Renault in front because he has some pace and he's gonna try definitely to go for a move. Maybe to turn 4 already.
Yeah, let's see how it does. In the meantime, his teammate OWR Shumi didn't pit, he's still on Inters. So
wow, I'm following OWR Volkswagen and you can't see the car in front. The rain is so heavy. I have no idea how OWR Shumi is able to keep his car on the track. It is remarkable.
Yes, it's really remarkable.
But behind Strauss and OWR Volkswagen is also Tool M8.
Yes, he is. And he's in P8.
He has a lot of Urs.
Yes, he is. And
he may go for a move actually on OWR Volkswagen. He's really close to him. He's closer to him than what the Williams driver is to the Renault, but he thinks better of it. But let's see if he has a good exit of turn 1. He doesn't have. He loses control of the car in the traction zone, but he has a
It's getting closer and
massive
closer.
toe. Let's see if he goes for the move.
Oh, he goes for the
does.
inside.
Let's see.
What a
And
move!
closes it up.
Nice one.
Up.
Nice one.
Fantastic move, but too late. But also, I would say, fantastic job by OWR Volkswagen that he didn't close the door. He didn't went and like did the corner as if it was, as if it was no one there. So really good job by both guys, and sportsmanlike conduct by OWR Volkswagen. So tip my hat to both.
Yeah, overtaking of the day will go, I think, too late. He made two moves which are like you can compare them. Yeah, they were incredible, and he made the same move in the same turn at the same basically in wet conditions and in damp conditions. So.
Kingiski, what a move on Colpredox out of turn 7 again. He always loses there, the Ferrari driver, for some reason.
Yes, and for now Stakansi, the other Renault, is going for it as well. Yeah, for P9 there are 4 cars right now which are in 2.5 second gap, more or less. And Too Late is now getting on Strauss-P as well. And
still too far though to try to move in his favorite braking zone.
Yeah.
But he has pulled a 1 second 0.3 gap over OWR Volkswagen in just a lap. So I think it's just a matter of time before he gets the Renault as well. And I think that if the conditions become any different, if there is a safety car, he has a big chance of winning this race. And also, what about penalties? What if he has none?
Yes, exactly. I mean, if there's a safety car, I see Cronop Guy the real favorite to win this race for now, because it doesn't.
And Strauss. I think. Sorry, Ale, to interrupt you, but Strauss Guy just let Too Late completely pass him out of turn 7. I don't know if it was a mistake. I was on board with the Alfa Romeo driver, the AlphaTauri driver, and it didn't really seem like Strauss did any mistake, but he just let him through. Maybe he doesn't want to fight with him for some reason. But that was really odd. But
yeah,
let's hope that he made a mistake. In the meantime, the track is getting drier because there is a dry line coming up, and Tommy has pitted for intermediate tires.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And for now, yeah.
And Dylan too. Dylan too is pitted for inters.
Yeah, OWR is still on inters.
But he's 13th. So.
Yeah, it just lost too much time. I mean,
and he's speeding now.
Yes, yeah. So it just needs to hope for a safety car.
Samjic in the pits.
So I think
continues.
The Z guy is in the pits. Rogue Flash as well. Chroma guy has some gap. So I think everyone is gonna pit. But now SF is pushing as hell because he saw the other guys going to the pits. And I think they're gonna have a pace advantage in the outrap.
Yes, but the Z guy had I think a 5-second penalty that he had to serve from his previous speeding in the pit lane.
Yes.
So he's 5 seconds behind Senji, who now has to push like crazy if he wants to get 2 seconds over the Alpha Tauri guy, who has leading the race for his entirety. So let's see.
Yes, and in the meantime, there's OWR Volkswagen who stays on wets, and King Kiski as well. And we're gonna see right now if the Inters are the right tire, because Cronop Guys, for example, is 1.9 seconds behind them, and he has already gained 3 temps in one corner.
Yes,
so
but SF, let me tell you, Alex, sorry for interrupting again. SF is now pitting, but he has done an amazing lap. Maybe he will be rejoining still ahead of Sam.
Let's see how it goes.
But pit stop is kind of slow, however.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah,
I think it lost some time.
The smoothest of. No,
and Sam is coming, and and let's see. Out of turn 1, they're gonna be really close.
He'll definitely have warmer tires, but SF is in front.
Yeah, SF
Just
is in front. Yes, but Sam, he gained, I think, 2 seconds in this lap.
Yes, almost 2 seconds. But he had to
Yeah.
push like crazy. Oh, and he went wide. He went wide into turn 3.
Yeah, now the drivers need to get used to the new kind of conditions. I mean, they're not new, but still, they had 8 of 9 laps on wet tires. So yeah, we're gonna see some kind of mistakes or drifting or yeah.
But who has now new sets of tires?
So I think everyone is on a new set.
I think it's the game who just is
Okay.
not telling it. I don't think it's
Okay.
telling it.
Maybe there is a set which is reserved for the race. So if they're gonna put a new set of inters, then they're gonna use the used one
Well,
in
it's the
quali.
it's the second one they used today. So they're usually three for qualifying, one for the race. So unless they used only two, I think
Ah,
they're
that's
using
true.
a new
Yeah, that's
set.
true. You're right. And yeah, but Sam is now losing some time, of course, because now he needs to save some ERS. King Kiski has lost connection, I guess. Yeah, he's ghosting,
Yes,
and
that's unfortunate.
let's see what happens. I don't see any battles going on. OWR Volkswagen is now taking King Kiski's ghost. Yeah, he's in P10 right now, and Cole Paradox is close to Dylan. Let's see. We're gonna look for. Are we gonna look for a dry end of the race? I don't know.
Well, I definitely hope so because he's
Yeah.
gonna throw yet another curveball to this race. But now, one thing to not forget and one thing to look out for is the use of the ERS, because if on wet conditions, saving ERS was relatively easy because the consumption is really low. On intermediate condition, it's definitely not as harsh as it is in the dry, but it's definitely gonna be a little bit more difficult to save it. So let's see if the drivers are really able and capable of managing it as of right now, or if in their mindset they're still gonna be in thinking like it's full wet. So pushing that button as hard as they can, but at the end,
Yeah.
consuming it too much.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if the truck gets dry, the guys who saved some ERS are gonna have a big advantage. In the meantime, Too Late got a 3-second penalty for track limits. And for now, the drivers look good, and rain is still going, so doesn't seem to dry up. And Sam is losing some time for P2. Yes, some fuel to save as well, as the telemetry says. And yeah, for now it is Alpha Tauri, Alfa Romeo, Red Bull, Racing Point, and there's a yellow flag for the Ferrari of Cole Paradox, who I think lost it. I think he just lost it, but he doesn't seem to have damage. Oh yes, he is. He has damage. Yes, he has. Okay, so he crashed out of turn 3, and OWR Volkswagen got past. Wow, what a bad weekend for the Ferraris.
Yes, let's hope that Sam can at least put a smiling face in the face of Mattia Binotto. We know that he hasn't been the happiest person in the
Yeah.
world as of right now. He even crashed his own car a couple of days ago.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Let's hope we can give Mattia Binotto a joy, because let's remember this is only the tier 3 of Race Spec at 9:30 Central Europe, 8:30 British time. There's gonna be the other 3 tiers, and we're racing in tier 1 for Ferrari squad. So if you check this out, if you want to see some more racing, and
But
DRS is now enabled.
And people are pitting for soft tires, and 9 laps to go. Wow.
I don't think it's still the right time to pit, because it's still raining and I see some water going out of the tires, so there's not a real dry racing line. But I mean, being in P11, P12, and P13, you have nothing to lose. So
Yes,
it,
OWR Shumi.
yeah,
Pitted.
I think. And the Z guy went for softs as well. Oh, and Grown Up guy as well with Rock Flash. I think they got the infos from the engineer. Ah, he gets
Oh,
a
and
5
Cron
second
Up guy,
penalty.
5-second penalty for 1 kilometer an hour. For 1 kilometer an hour.
Yeah, that's
Really,
bad.
really unfortunate.
Okay, and SF is now in Inters, but I don't think it's. I don't know. Like, let's see how it does because. Okay, I think the track is gonna dry up anyways, but I don't think it's the right time to get to the slicks at the moment.
Sad, but Z guy has gained 4 tenths in just a corner to Sam's G. So I think it's time to switch.
Okay, so yeah, Sam is going for it. Yeah, SF keeps going, and I think it's not too bad. There's 8 laps remaining, and he needs to cover a 25-second gap, more or less.
I think SF has done a bad mistake because the Z guy has gained had gained before Sam pitted a full second on him.
Oh yes, he
So
is.
let's see if he can stay. Well, Sam stays in front of the Z guy because he was 7 seconds behind him. But look how much he gained. He's now 4 seconds now behind the Ferrari driver, and he will have now a warmer, fresher set of tires, which is something that could change a lot.
Yes, in fact, SF, I think he gets the call right now, and yeah, I mean, no one really did it, but maybe keeping those wet tires for 3 or 4 laps without pitting for
3-second
inters.
penalty, by the way.
Oh, and yeah, maybe not making that pit stop for inters and staying 3 or 4 laps out and getting straight to the softs would have been the winning move. But no one did it. They went conservative, and it's fair enough, to be honest. And
I think Sam will jump him. I think Sam will jump. It's gonna be really, really close.
yes, he comes out of the pits right now. They're really, really close to each other. And no, he's behind. Gets a 3-second
gets
penalty
a
as
3-second
well.
penalty.
And
Wow, look at that, 8 tenths of a second.
yes, and the Z guy is now at 4 seconds behind. So 6 laps, and the only thing missing right now is a safety car in this race. That would
We'll
be
have a super sprint race then.
yes, yes we will. And for now,
So from what I can see by the race director, SF has 6-second penalty. It's a 6-second penalty. Sam has a 9-second penalty. The Z guy has a 9-second penalty as well. Rogue Flash instead, he has none. Rogue Flash has 0 seconds of penalty.
wow, and he is 10 seconds behind, so you can really jump the guys in front.
But a lot can change. Technically, it's still raining. Oh, and SF goes wide into turn 1. Sam now has DRS, but he doesn't have any more ERS.
Yeah, SF has DRS as well because Dylan was lapped, so... And right now he doesn't. So now Sam is gonna gain. If he does it, wow! It just... I was seeing the onboard from Sam. He just went full RPM on first gear. Wow! And yeah, he needs to cover that second gap if he wants to win this race. Still raining though.
It's a fantastic race.
Unpredictable for sure. And
Literally anything can happen in these last 5 laps.
And for now, yes, Sam has covered that second gap. He is now in DRS zone. Goes a bit wide, but now this is for the win. And maybe SF can get another penalty if he's getting some pressure. But he keeps having DRS from the lapped cars behind. So
He's also
he's
saving a lot of errors, so good job by him.
yes, he is. Sam is really going to the limit right now because he wants that win, and he has to cover the gap from the cars.
Oh, SF almost lost the car at the entry of turn 3. He went too aggressive on the curb and almost completely lost it.
Yes, yes, he is. And so, guys, I'm going for a minute. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I will follow for now the battle between SF and Sam Zaghi, and in the meantime, Anto will take will take charge of the commentating. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay, so Sam is right now 1.4 seconds behind the AlphaTauri of SF, who is pulling quite a big gap over the Ferrari driver. 1.6 as of right now. The lap times are still not really as fast as they were at the beginning of the race. At 110.3 by the AlphaTauri guy, who's now really pulling a big gap over the Alfa Romeo guy, not the Ferrari guy, sorry, of Sam, who, in the meantime, the Z guy has left the session, so probably a connection issue for him, and what a shame, because he's P3 when there are 3 laps to go. That's something that you absolutely don't want to see happen to a driver who has been doing such an amazing race. In the meantime, OWR, Volkswagen and Sakansi both get a 3-second time penalty. And also Dylan gets a 3-second penalty because, of course, everyone right now is pushing like crazy, pushing like hell, trying to get the fastest lap also, because now the track is completely dry because it doesn't rain anymore. 2.2 second, the gap that is between P1 and P2. OWR Shumi also gets a 3-second penalty. 2.6, I think Sam is also getting some dirty air by the guys in front, the Williams and the McLaren of OWR Shumi and Dylan, which are fighting for positions. So the last thing that they want to see is a blue flag, and SF actually does his best first sector as of right now. So the track is completely dry now, and Rogue Flesh gets P3 because, as we said, the Z guy has lost his connection. He's left the session.
Oh, okay. Wow. So now Cronop guy has a chance as well to get P4 because he has a 15-second gap. He needs to take care of 2 late behind, but I think he's gonna gain a lot right now. And let's see who gets the fastest lap as well, because I think the truck is now perfect to get a real fast lap in the end with soft tires, no fuel. So the
I think we'll see.
points.
I think we'll see SF get his fastest lap already right now. He crosses the line in a 1:06.7. He's not the fastest lap, but he did the fastest third sector. So I think guys like maybe OWR Shumi or even Tommy could get the fastest lap, as Dylan gets yet another 3-second penalty. Got 2 in 2 laps.
Oh, and the Z guys goes to pitted. I don't know why for mediums. Oh, it just ruined this race.
What a shame, what a shame.
And in the meantime, there's Too Late, who's really close to Cronop guy.
Yeah, does the fastest lap, 1:06.3.
Yes, he does. And
then he will have DRS also.
And
let's see if he's gonna go for a move in the inside. Cronop guy is on harvesting mode, and they get really close, but the AlphaTauri guy thinks it twice this time.
Yes, he does. And Strosby is pitted as well. Don't know. Maybe he got some damage. And yeah, the battle is going on 5.5 by SF. Yes, that's a fast one.
Track is really getting super dry right now. Let's see if Tulamate can overtake Crown Up guy. They're really close. The McLaren driver doesn't have any more battery left. Let's see if he can do it. It's P4 on the line. Maybe potentially even P3 if they don't have a lot of penalties.
Oh,
Oh,
he gets a really good run. Too late. He goes on the
oh, he
outside right
does.
now. Yes, he does. And but let's see the penalties because yeah, and you never know
Anything can
until
change, absolutely.
yeah, you never know until you get to the line.
Remember that Rogue Flash, last time we checked, at no second, at 0 second penalties. So he is 12 seconds now behind SF, who's about to cross the line. Over to you, Marco.
Yes, he crosses the line in P1, wins on track. Let's see what Sam can do. He crosses the line as well, and he has 3 seconds more in terms of penalties. But let's wait for Rock Flash because he can't skip Sam Zaghi, and he
And he
does.
does.
And he does.
P2.
P2 for the
Racing
Racing
Point driver.
Point. So yeah, his teammate would be happy. And Too Late comes in P4 and Grown Up Guy in P5. And yes, the Z guy gets a P6 anyway. He got disconnected in the last laps, but I think he's gonna get this P6 because the Volkswagen looks a bit far away. And Shospi wants to get a move, but no, I think he can't because he has no he has no battery anymore. But he gets a good run, and it's really close now. Okay,
Oh, but he
but he
gets him
skips it
on
anyway.
penalties. He
Yes.
gets him on penalties.
So for now, it is a AlphaTauri Racing Point Alfa Romeo podium, and then yeah, good job by the AlphaTauri guys. P1, P4. Too Late would have fought for the win, to be honest, and Cronop guy gets the driver of the day for making 9 positions in the race. Yeah, what an eventful race. This tier
What a great
3
one.
doesn't stop to amaze us every single one.
And congratulations to SF because he has done an amazing race. And I actually think that he's a reserve driver because I
Yes,
don't see him in
I
the
just skipped.
standing.
He was in tier 2 last time around, but he couldn't race at tier 2 times, so he decided to go down a tier. And he's a new one basically. So new rookie, new winner. In France we had Libenau, and now we have Asef who gets these 25 points, followed by Rogue Flash and Sam Zaghi. Fastest lap for Too Late who gets 13 points. P4, P5 for the McLaren of Cronop guy, then followed by the Z guy, Strauss P, Vax Viking, Cold Paradox, and Stakansi. So guys, I think that wraps it up. It was a good one, as always a pleasure, and we'll see you next time, next week. It's gonna be a British Grand Prix at Silverstone, and if you wanna check Tier 2, Tier 1 and Tier 4 race packs, races are starting in 15 minutes time, so we'll see you on track.
Including ours.
Yes, exactly, so we'll see you on track.
Ciao, guys.
Bye bye guys, see you around.